WWE Hall of Famer the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels is considered by many wrestling fans to be one of the greatest in-ring performers in WWE history. From debuting in the WWF all the way back in 1987 as one half of the Rockers, Michaels eventually broke out into a single superstar, winning a number of major championships over the years and entertaining fans with his egotistical persona, or later on making many wrestling fans laugh off their seat with his shenanigans as a member of DX. That's why many were sad to see the showstopper finally hang up his wrestling boots when he was defeated by The Undertaker at WrestleMania 26, putting his career on the line against The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. Since his loss to the Dead Man, Michaels has stayed true to his word and hasn't wrestled in any major capacity. However, in wrestling, many have exemplified that the word retirement simply doesn't mean stop wrestling, and could just be a break from it, as a number of wrestlers who have announced their retirement over the years just can't seem to fight off that wrestling bug and jump back into the ring, be it for one last run or one last match. Well, even though Michaels has been retired for a number of years, he proved he is still in phenomenal shape for his age and could quite easily tussle with a number of current WWE superstars, putting on a decent enough match if he were ever to come out of retirement. So it's not surprising that many fans keep asking Michaels on whether he will ever step back into the ring for one last match. Michaels explained last year that if he was ever to make a return to the ring, his ideal opponent would be Samoa Joe. He mentioned in an interview with ESPN, "I look at Samoa Joe and I've told him a number of times that I see his stuff at NXT and think to myself, man, I could have a great deal of fun with you. He's a guy I've sort of enjoyed and one of those sleeper guys that no one talks about. We have contrasting styles. I get that everybody wants to see me and AJ or Seth or Dolph. From my standpoint, I think really telling a great story out there is most important. I could do it with a guy like Samoa Joe. His stuff looks really good and he just looks like he's beating the tar out of somebody." Recently, there have been rumours circulating of his involvement with WWE Super Showdown, which is set to take place in East Melbourne, Australia in October this year, and many have speculated of his in-ring return, as he's been announced in the lineup to promote the show. Unfortunately, the Wrestling Observer newsletter noted that he will have a role in the event, just not a wrestling one, as there is talk of HBK refereeing a match. Plus, if HBK were ever to get back in the ring, it would surely be reserved for WrestleMania, or at least a bigger event than what is essentially a house show in a stadium. But even a WrestleMania return is unlikely to ever happen, as Michaels revealed during a press conference with Triple H. "I always try to explain it to people. If you could take me at the younger version and put me in the ring with one of those guys, of course it would be a blast. But at the same time, I would also like to be the younger version of me and be in the ring with Harley Race and Buddy Rogers, but none of those things can really happen in real life. To put me in a singles match at WrestleMania, I was always thrilled to do it, but it's very strenuous, it's very anxious. There's a lot that goes into it, the anxiety. Once you get in there, and especially when you're done, it's phenomenal, but the getting ready for it is 100% work. And I don't want to put myself or my family through that to go out there and try and steal the show at 52 for God's sakes. I don't mean it in a bad way, but you want me to nip up and have everything look as if it was 1996 or 97, and that's never gonna happen, because Father Time waits on no man. I don't know, it just seems like more trouble than it's worth." Thus, it's clear that Michaels' show-stopping days are behind him, and is happy with his current role as an NXT performance trainer. Would you like him to come out of retirement for one last match? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.